Let's have a quick conversation about gravity payments versus stacks, okay? You hear a lot about gravity payments, here a lot of stacks payments there. What's really, what are the pros and cons of those two credit card processors? So let me first give you an overview here. If you think about gravity payment, I will start with gravity payments. And what I love about gravity payments is that it has a proven track record for the last 20 years. It has actually done a lot of things, and in terms of easing the credit card processing of millions of small business owners. Okay, so this is kind of cool. What I love about gravity payments is that they're constantly introducing new modules, new functionalities into their offer. So that gives you a lot of focus on innovation. So that's for gravity payments. Okay, so you have innovation and you have ease of use. When you think about stacks, I want you to think primarily about affordability and also ease of use. I mean, the primary benefit with stacks is affordability and transparency when it comes to pricing. But you can also think about efficiency too. Okay, in terms of giving you a clear idea about how much you have to pay. Okay, but one thing I also love, you will love also about Stacks is that Stacks is scalable. Okay, something that Gravity Payments not is not really helping you with right now. Stacks is really scalable, which means what? Which means when you're having a transaction volume of $1 billion versus $1 million, you're still paying the same amount of money. Of course, the subscription fees are fixed. There are some variable transactional prices. But one thing I want to remember here is that Stacks is really there for you in the long run. Okay, in terms of scalability. So this is actually the uh, the bottom line here. Okay, and Stacks is also applicable to a variety of niches of economic sectors. Something that Gravity Payments is not really doing at this point. But I will elaborate more on that in the next few minutes. So if you think about Stacks versus Gravity Payments, you have to understand. Let me first give you the details I want you to really remember. So basically, let's talk about the cost difference. Okay, when you think about Stacks versus Gravity Payments, you need to understand that since Gravity Payments offers its payment processing services across different segments, it also has various price points in place, right? So you have that sort of layer, extra layer of accountability, but also a layer of transactional value. However, those prices that Gravity Payments has, they actually vary mostly by the type of payment solution you are using and not its overall quality, right? So that really triggers what I would call some confusion in terms of pricing. That's why I was just telling you that in terms of transparency, Gravity Payments is not really helping you. So Gravity Payments follows a per transaction payment model, which allows the company actually to charge businesses for each payment that goes through its system. As a result, the primary distinction of charges is set by its transaction fee. So with that being said, its equipment cost that starts from $75 for mobile also play a significant role. So if you think about that, you are actually you're no longer sure. You're never sure about how much you have to pay, right? So this particular model that Gravity Payments has is not different from any payment processing services provider on the market right now, from Clover all the way to Touch Bistro. If you think about it, so no matter the type of solutions you seek, payment processing companies almost always tie those solutions to transaction cost. So this makes sure you can use uninterrupted payment services actually 24/7 while also being a profitable long-term customer for the company itself. So this is something to really think about. However, and this is a big however, in the case of Gravity Payments, this per transaction cost may run higher than others. than other credit card providers, such as Stax, for instance. This is because Stax has an inclination for offering vastly affordable transaction fees that are often hard to beat by even the most popular payment processors, especially if your transaction volume goes up. That's why I told you it's great for scalability. This also holds true for the point of sale equipment that Stax offers, which comes at cost effective price points that don't burn a hole in your pocket. So let's talk about POS and retail payments. So if you're thinking about the Stax versus Gravity payments, and you're looking at the POS and retail payments, basically, much like other payment processing services providers, Gravity Payments' main point of service comes through credit card and debit card processing on POS terminals, right? Now, the POS terminals that are compatible with Gravity Payments actually are pretty good. They're pretty innovative. They're pretty versatile. I love that. And they are equipped with modern technology and designed with an intuitive interface. So you have flexibility there, you have accountability, and you have reliability. And those terminals are also compliant with the payment card industry data security standards. So the PCI DSS protocol, that's really good. So basically, this gives Gravity Payments the ability to secure customers' financial and confidential data. So you can be assured that you can rest assured that if you go through Gravity Payments, you have a certain layer of security. Okay, so this is kind of cool. And this POS terminals can come with a slew of functionalities. Okay, but for the simplest of businesses, all of them are built to process payment cards with magnetic stripes and EMV chips. So this lets you accept credit cards and debit cards issued or supported by all major card providers, whether you have to swipe them at the machine or must verify the payment with a PIN. So this is kind of cool from a flexibility point of view once again. And so similarly, Stax also offers its own POS terminals and solutions with a variety of value-added features. But the ability to accept different credit cards and debit card payments stays the same, okay? So this makes it easier for you to find a solution that works for your needs and provides you with the functionalities that you want out of your POS system. So this is kind of cool because it gives flexibility once again. What about mobile and wireless payments? Well, Gravity Payments also offers you the ability to accept mobile payments through its POS terminals and payment processing equipment. You can process this contactless payments through the tap to pay mechanisms, which works with NFC enabled phones and services such as Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, and Google Pay. So, in addition to using these solutions at retail POS terminals or registers, you're able to use wireless devices to accept your credit card and debit card payments anywhere. And this wireless equipment can be combined with any modern smartphone or even tablets, okay, to accept payments safely and securely. So you can choose the devices in relation to your immediate needs or ongoing requirements. So this is kind of cool. And so when it comes to mobile and wireless payments, I should say that Stax actually stays on par with Gravity Payments in offering mobile and wireless payments services. So this is really cool. So if you think about Stax versus Gravity Payments, what should you think about in terms of online and virtual payment gateway solutions? So Gravity Payments also provides an online payment gateway that easily lets you integrate it into your websites or apps. As a result, your customers can process their payments online in a convenient yet secure manner. And this online payment gateway remains simple to manage and implement without jumping through hoops. So that's what you want, okay? And Gravity Payments also offers you the ability to use virtual payment gateway services, which lets you punch in payments even in card not present scenarios. For instance, if you are taking payments over the phone and your customer is unable to access your website, you can enter their card details into your system yourself. So Stax offers the same level of services under its banner, which also comes with the promises of ease of use, but also affordability. Okay, you have also a highly intuitive interface. You have easy setup. You have modern design. You're able to get things done faster. What about pricing and customer service? Well, those are the two things that remain a key factor here because basically pricing is the one area where Stacks really wins big time. Okay, in terms of affordability, but also in terms of clarity, because you have a subscription model primarily, and customer service also is pretty key because you're speaking to someone, to a live person, 24/7, 365. So that's really something you need to really pay attention to. You do have the same level with gravity payments, but sometimes it's hard to have somebody over the phone. You have to really to contact and get an answer through an email. Okay, but with Stacks, you do have somebody to talk on the phone. So this is kind of cool. So if you think about gravity payments, I want you to think about the fact that you're having multiple industries, you're having efficiency, but affordability is actually not there yet. Okay, so what about Stacks? Well, Stacks actually is pretty known for affordability. Stacks is known for ease of use too. So Stacks remains a payment processing service provider that understands what businesses want to deal with when it comes to payment processing because it has actually built an entire platform that accommodates you throughout your journey of accepting credit card or debit card payments. Okay, so basically, the way Stacks work, the Stacks model is built in a way that you can avoid hassles that come with payment processing. So payment processing solutions should be something that really goes fast, that goes efficiently. Okay, so this is kind of cool. If you don't need any billing surprises or any service disruptions due to one issue or another, then Stacks can really help you big time because the whole platform is built in such a way that you can be efficient 24/7, 365. So Stacks ensures stability, security, and simplicity in payment processing services. Okay, and also, but just remember that with Stacks, if you don't have a certain minimum transactional volume, you really don't need the service. This is something that Gravity Payments is really good at. Gravity Payments will take you regardless of your transactional volume. Whereas with Stacks, if you're not big, like the way I look at it, if you're not big enough, Stacks is not going to be interesting for you. You'll be wasting your time, big time. Okay, so this is something to really keep in mind. And one thing you need to really understand here is that when it comes to Stacks, you have to love the fact that they are transparent. So they have a simple subscription billing, and this model is really good because some entrepreneurs, some merchants, some business owners love the clarity, love the specificity, the specificity. They love also the uniqueness of the billing model, the subscription billing model. You just pay the same price every single month. You're not paying as you go, but you're paying the same price, which means that you really make money if you are having a large transactional volume or your transactional volumes change every single month. Because if you think about it, if you have a subscription model, you just need to reach a certain break-even point to actually start making money, quote unquote, start making money off of Stacks back. But if you have a low transactional volume, you're going to lose money because it becomes a sunk cost for you. The subscription billing, the subscription cost becomes a sunk cost for you. Okay, that's really good. But if you have a certain transactional volume, that means that you only have to take on the direct cost of interchange and transaction cost and a low monthly fee. So this can be a boon to your business because you understand what the business will pay per month, and so you can plan accordingly, right? In terms of budget, in terms of analysis, you know exactly what you're getting yourself into, okay? And you don't have to worry about additional charges, contracts, or fears of breaking a contract. So there is no need to be scared about early termination fees, okay? And or even switching to another provider. So something that Gravity Payments doesn't have. With Gravity Payments, sometimes they want you to sign a contract. They want you to really, and if you have to break the contract, there is a huge early termination fee to really account for. So this could be a little problematic. So basically, which one should you go for? Stacks versus Gravity Payments. Which one should you really choose? Well, number one, if you're looking for scalability, go with Stacks. If you're looking for affordability, go with Stacks. If you're looking for a variety of economic sectors, if you're looking for pay as you go for a pay as you go model, go with Gravity Payments. If you're looking for ease of use either or. Those two systems are very great. If you're looking for integration, go with Stax. Okay, Stax has more integrations than Gravity Payments. Okay, Stax, for instance, offers Stax integrated payments, contactless solutions, Stax features, mobile processing, keyed payments, in-person payments, e-commerce solutions, developer application programming interfaces to the APIs, and even QuickBooks online integration, among other software integrations. So Gravity Payments doesn't have as many integrations as possible. I mean, as you would see with Stacks. Okay, but one thing for sure, no matter which credit card processing services, no matter which credit card processing service you choose, you want to make sure that you have a quick setup. Don't actually let the setup process linger on for days or even weeks. No, the process should be really fast. Okay, and also think about making sure that you have basically a quick funding for a verified business, especially when it comes to onboarding you real fast. Think also about PCI compliance. Luckily, Stacks and Gravity Payments do have PCI compliance. But if for any reason you don't like Stacks or Gravity Payments and you want to try another solution, make sure that you have PCI compliance. Make sure whenever possible you have QuickBooks integration or Zoho integration, Zoho Books integration, or another type of integration. Okay, and you also want to think about data analytics, so so that when you look at your dashboard or you when you look at your data, you know exactly what kind of numbers you have to focus on, what kind of KPIs should you focus on. That's really important so that you can have a great business intelligence sort of a foundation. This is important from a scalability point of view. So, as a recap in today's conversation, I spoke to you about Stacks versus Gravity Payments. I give you the overview, the details, and now the recap. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.